Bonjour Laurent. Bonjour Odile, salut Pascal.
Bonjour Guy. Hello everyone.
Hello everyone.
So this is the Alsace Day. So we have several presentations to put in front of the scene this wonderful region. So the first presentation is Guy Ruhlmann, who will roughly talk about the Alsace and his wine state. So, and then we will have a quiz. So this will be explained by Guy. Okay, Guy, you can start your presentation. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Okay, thank you, Odile. Hey everybody, everyone. I'm Guy Ruhlmann, wine grower in Alsace. We are independent wine grower, and we're making wine since 1958. Today I will present you in a short time the Alsacian region and a kind of our wines. So Alsace is a small region in the eastern of the France, 450 kilometers east from Paris. It's a small region. They count 8,000 square kilometers, and we have a nice vineyards region covering 50,600 hectares with the wines. We have three different appellations: Appellation Alsace, Appellation Alsace Grand Cru, and Crémant d'Alsace. And every three types of wines are in the AOC, so Appellation d'origine contrôlée. The Alsace region have a very rich history and traditional heritage. On the slopes, on the hills, we have often a lot of medieval castles, and here in Cherbourg we have two different of them, and the largest is the Ortenburg Castle. We can read that these castles are in the state of ruin, but we have a lot of color in the village with the half-timbered houses with wood and colored facade. A lot of flowers can you see on the walls from the houses, and often in a few villages you have a nice river with a lot of water houses. Here in Cherbourg we can count more as 100 of them. It's a nice region to work, to visit. Odile, you can maybe put the next page with photos. And if you have the chance during a work, you can, why not, see or cross we have here in Alsace the storks. It's very an emblematic bird, and it's very funny for us to can see that, because it's often how can I say, a tradition, because the storks brings the babies in the families. Our geographic position is particular. You have seen before on the photo. We are on the backtop from the Vosges mountains, and it has a big advantage, because the mountains will stop the bad weather, the rainfall, and on the south side, on the east side of these hills, we find the vineyards, the vignoble on the photo. And it's very interesting, because we have more sunny days, and it's good for the vineyard and to mature the grapes. Alsace wine are always fine and elegant, with a nice length. That's why we often compare the stork, with this nice bird, and with very poor varietal aromas of the grapes. That's why the Alsatian wines have the name of the grape. Here you can see on the photo a few of different grapes. Riesling, Gewürztraminer are the most famous. Pinot Gris, Sylvaner, and 3 or 4 others. And for the red wine, we have the Pinot Noir. Our production is mainly focused on white wines, and a nice part of the Cremant d'Alsace, the sparkling wines. Now I think I have given you a lot of information about the Alsace region. I can only invite you to visit them. It's very nice. You can do a lot of things during your holidays. Now I will focus a few more of our vineyard. I say we are independent wine grower. That means that we produce the wines only from our own vineyard, and we sell only the wines we can produce of this vineyard. Of course, we haven't a lot of thousands or millions bottles. Our production is a few smaller, but we always working in the way to have some nice wine produced of our human size vineyard. What is very important is that we put all our attention to the wines. We are always behind them, and I would say wine we produce is the same as if we have children. We will be by them, by their growth, and make what we have to do to bring them on the good way to have always a good quality wine. How we work? We cultivate the vineyard in a sustainable maintained. That means we have a lot of rigor. We didn't use some weed killer, and for the manure we use only some organic products or things. We will bring the necessary care to maintain the vineyard and to keep a nice and healthy grape in the harvest. It's very important because it's the first step to do some good wines. Our practices are of course certified by Terravitis and Haute Valeur Environnementale. It's a government label. That means a high value for environment because we are always looking to keep a good biodiversity in the vines. That means we don't use some herbicides to have some grass between the wine stalks on the bottom, and it brings a naturally manure to the vines. Making wine is not only harvesting and bottling, of course. We have a lot to do. I explained that. It's a nice work that we have along the year, different season, different crops to bring the wines to the grapes just in the harvest. And we are not a big factory. I say it's very important. We are a smaller vineyard, and we want to propose unique wines because we are always behind them, and it's our signature. Now, one of the first wine that I want to discuss and to show to you is the Rittersberg. The Riesling from Chervillers. I'll show you the bottle here, but we'll share on the screen the photos of of the bottle, so you can see what I mean about this wine. Now, the Riesling is a very well-known grape variety, and here in Scherwiller, it occupies a large part, the part of the king, as we say. That means the equivalent of 3 times the original average, especially in the grayish soil of the delimited communal appellation Scherwiller. Young, the wine is very fruity, dry, and well-brewed. With a nice lemony freshness in the finish. It is an essential ally of the gastronomy, and as it ages, it becomes more complex aromas. The aromas, as he is young, he smells like acacia flowers, and by the aging, the mineral depth of the wines and smokier aromas of thin Firestone. It's very complex. It's a nice wine to drink with meal, essentially. The other one is Gewürztraminer. It's a powerful wine with aromas of exotic fruits, sometimes with roundness on the palate, and it's always a complex wine, a rich wine, and it's an invitation to travel all by itself. And the third one is the sparkling. Today sparkling is our best seller here in Alsace. It's very nice. It's near to Champagne. It's always a crispy and sparkling wine with fine bubbles. And we get to them through the second fermentation in the bottle with minimum aging of 12 months. To do that, we blend Pinot Blanc and Riesling to give personality, sweetness, and elegance. It's very a nice sparkling wine, and enjoying for every festive moment. So, like you see, we have a passion making good wines and sweet wines, of course. We have a need today to find new partners to spread our wines overseas and distribute our wines. And why not? You have maybe the opportunity to work directly with us and build this together. Our production reached 80,000 bottles, but we can increase because we sell a few of wines in bulk to the Alsatian negociants, because the Alsatian wine can only be sold in bottles because we have to do the wine in bottles here in Alsace to guarantee the quality. Our export prices are competitive, and to help you to promote our wines today and during the digital wine event, we offer 5% samples for free to help you to promote the wines. I hope you will consider to add our Guy Ruhlmann Fils Alsatian wines to your portfolio. And now I propose to have a little fun time with the quiz that I propose if you want to play with us. Thank you for your attention.
There is a question from Michael Gilvan. He's asking if your crément d'Alsace is méthode traditionnelle or Charmat.
Yes, crément d'Alsace is méthode traditionnelle. I said we blend Riesling and Pinot Blanc, and to do that we have a second fermentation in the bottle, and the sparkling wines will be aged for a minimum of 12 months.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Do we have other questions? Otherwise, what Guy explained is that we have a small quiz. So if you guys, we can ask the questions here on the video conference, or you can collect the quiz on Guy Ruhlmann's stand in his booth. So it's really as you wish.
Me, I have a question.
You have a question.
Hello, Guy.
Hello, Pascal.
Bon, Guy, I would like to know, each time I meet an Alsatian restaurant in Quebec or in Ontario, they are so happy to talk with me about the wine from Alsace.
Mhm.
But when I talk about money and the price of the artisan Alsatian wine, they stop to laugh. Because, you know, you have some big group in Alsace and they sell the wine not very expensive. So they have the choice, and they say at the beginning, Pascal, yes, we want to work with you. We have some interest for this kind of wine, this kind of wine. But after, my question is, what I can say to these people and explain them why it would be better to work with Mr. Ruhlmann than the big group in Alsace.
The first answer is working with us, is working with somebody who is direct behind the wines, who put his attention to the winemaking, and they have the opportunity working with us. They have the opportunity to speak directly with the winemaker. Also in Canada, it's always not directly because you have the agencies to promote our wines, but the agent is direct in contact with us, and when they need an answer to the question, it's the wine grower who gives the answer.
Okay, because you know we must find a solution for the customer when the customer is at the table and they see the price list. You know, he wants something interesting for the price. So I think we can talk together after the show, because each time I meet some people, they are so happy to talk about the Alsatian wine, the Pinot, the Gewürztraminer, the Crémant. But, you know, we are in the market where they talk about money all the time. So we must find a technique, perhaps do a promotion or give them 12 bottles for the price of 11 bottles, something like that.
Yes, we can study every proposition. What I say before, we have I think interesting pricing or ratio. Our ratio quality of price is very good. You know that, Pascal. We have spoken one of those time and for long times about. We are very competitive about the prices. That's why we cannot offer a lot of promotion. But the first and the best way is that we have a right price, competitive price.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, Guy. I come back visit my restaurant when they will be open.
Okay, I wish you that.
Okay, so would you like to answer the questions, or do you prefer to collect the quiz from Guy's booth? So this is really up to you. So you're welcome, Michael. Any more questions? Bon. Qu'est-ce qu'on fait, Guy?
I don't know. Should somebody come more, or do you have something else after me? And one question is, maybe we can leave the quiz on the booth from stand, and if somebody will
Perfect.
play with tomorrow or in the next days, they have the possibility to do that. Is that
absolutely possible? Let's do this. Excellent. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much, Guy. Thank you for joining us. And
Thank you,
so
Pascal.
I invite, yes, merci, Pascal.
Thank you. See you. And
Thank you.
take
Bye-bye.
care. Voila.